What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to the What Up Though Show. It's your boy Dame D, and today we are back. I'm going to be talking about what's going on with all these mass shootings and killings since the 4th of July. I'm going to let a few people check in, and then we'll go on ahead and talk about it. But yeah, it's crazy. I've been sitting here all day, just watching, clips and videos of the flooding that's been going on down in Texas. But I've also been getting a lot of watching a lot of stuff. And I kind of want to talk about that, which we're going to be talking about this later on tonight around 8 o'clock. We're going to have a panel. We're going to be discussing, what's been going on with all these shootings and killings since since the beginning of 4th of July. So I'm gonna let a few people check in. Matter of fact, let me check to make sure that my audio and I can be heard. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure everybody can hear me nice and clear. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure everybody can hear me nice and clear. Okay, I can be heard. So yeah, just wait for a few people to check in, chime in, and then we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. I'm actually gonna show a video and clip of some of the shootings that's been going on throughout Chicago and throughout Philadelphia. It's crazy out there. It's been crazy out here throughout the country. Since since the beginning of 4th of July. And it's a few people who's been talking about it, but it's not a large amount, or it's not being covered on the mainstream media. And we're definitely going to talk about this situation. Because it's out of control. We have more people that's been killed since the 4th of July and gun violence than this natural disaster that's going on out in Texas. You know what I mean? And this is crazy. A lot of our youth are out here, just walking around. It's ridiculous, and we need to talk about this. This needs to be discussed. Like I said, I have audio and video that I'm going to be playing in a second. Some of the coverage of some of the incidents that's been going on out in Philly. It's crazy out there. I didn't know Philly got down like that, but Philly is pretty much trying to compete, with Chicago and all this gun violence. So, I want to talk about that. So we're going to be going live also again tonight, discussing this specific topic. What's going on with all this gun violence since the start of the 4th of July. And we know the 4th of July starts a season where where people think it's easy to get away with shooting and killing. Meaning that the start of 4th of July is going to be a lot of fireworks, a lot of people out there popping fireworks that may sound like it's gunfire or gunplay. So it's easy to for people to dismiss gunshots for fireworks. You know what I mean? So those are one of the reasons why gun violence is up in these areas in these states like that. Because people today are still popping fireworks, and a lot of people may think that they're fireworks, but at the end of the day, some of these fireworks that you think that you're hearing as fireworks are actually gunshots. So I got one person in here watching so far, so I'm waiting for a few more people to check in, and then I'm going to start playing some of this video that brought this to my attention. So if you are not a subscriber to the show, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, once I saw this, I'm like, man, because like today I've been doing coverage on the Texas flooding, and a lot of this stuff started coming through my feed about, all these shootings and killings since the 4th of July. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, throughout the country or in Philadelphia? I mean, I'm not going to even just keep it to those two states. It's everywhere. You even had an incident that happened that I'm probably going to do a story on later on, where you had 4 teens that were involved in some shootings and killings that happened down in Indianapolis. So it's everywhere. Even in Toledo, Ohio, there's been a lot of shootings and killings. So we have a few people jumping in. So yeah, I'm gonna go on ahead and go over to this clip that I was watching that this young man broke down. So we're gonna watch a little video of what's just been going on in Chicago and Philly. These boys it's like the wild, wild west out there. So give me 1 second. And yeah, bear with me because I'm still learning this setup. Normally I use my picture in picture to show you guys, but I'm using my internet service is back up, and we are back able to Hold on, let me give me this for 1 second, you guys. It's not that. Hold on, give me 1 second because it's going to take it to this feelings, but that's not what I want to what I'm going to watch. So give me 1 second. Hold on. I gotta actually find my history. So give me 1 second. Let me stop for a second so I can flood it and get you guys out of that. Where is that? It gotta be in my history. Hold on, guys. So give me 1 second. Like I said, I'm gonna stop that for a second. So give me 1 second. I gotta actually see where it is on my phone. But yeah, it's just been a ridiculous amount of these shootings and killings, and I just want to talk about it for a second. So I have to find the actual okay, it's street media TV. So sorry about that. So let me get over here to that and find that real quick. So give me 1 second, you guys. Okay, so okay, here it is right here. I believe this is it. Okay, yeah, that's it. I already got it in there. So give me 1 second. Hold on, you guys. I had it queued up. So okay, here we go. All right, let me know if you guys can hear everything and see everything. Let me get myself back in the screen. Hold on, let me come back out. Give me 1 second. Hold on, give me 1 second so I can take off the so I can zoom in on everything. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and push play and we can get it started. I just want to, like I said, I just want to show you guys what's been going on throughout the country, what I've been watching. So here we go. All right, hold on.
That surveillance video. It's from the doorbell camera right there, up there on the porch of that shooting that we were on all yesterday morning.
Hold on, I
Horrible
don't know why
tragedy.
we
It looks
can't
like
hear it.
there's
Let me
three
unmute
gunmen
it.
and they're shooting
I gotta get it
across the
muted.
street where there's so many other people that are all around. We do want to
I'm
warn
just
you
learning
that
how
it
to work this,
obviously
so
is
bear with
extremely, I
me
mean,
for a
people died.
second.
It's
Because
alarming to
somehow it's
watch.
muted.
Surveillance video. It's from the doorbell camera right there, up there on the porch of that shooting that we were on all
Hold
yesterday
on, give me
morning.
a
Horrible
second. Let me
tragedy.
pause this. Come out. My bad, you guys. Still trying to figure out how to do this picture in picture over here. I'm muted.
It looks like there's three
Should
gunmen
be
and they're
playing.
shooting across the street where there's so many other people that are all around. We do want to warn you that it obviously is extremely, I mean, people died. It's alarming to watch.
All right, give me 1 second. I gotta go back into this. I don't turn to volume off for some reason.
So, obviously we've blurred a lot of the other people. So we've singled out, or the police
So I'm
singled
gonna have
out,
to
certainly
stop
the
that and come
three.
back out. But yeah, it was a actual good breakdown. I don't know why it's. Here we go.
And he was.
So give me 1 second because I'm gonna rewind it. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
That are all around.
All right,
We
here
do
we
want to
go.
warn you
Hopefully
that
you
it
guys can hear
obviously is
everything.
extremely. I mean, people died. It's alarming to watch.
So the chat is open. I want you guys to comment, talk about this situation that's been going on with all these shootings and killings that's happening
So,
in
obviously
Chicago.
we've blurred a lot of the other people. So we've singled out, or the police singled out, certainly the three suspected gunmen in this case that they
Hold
were
on,
able
and
to
this does
isolate,
not
possibly
look
four
like
right
the
there.
actual
So, of
clip
course,
that I was trying
12
to
people were
show.
struck, and three of those victims died. This was the scene. There was evidence markers, more than 140. This is one of the victims. I met this young man when he was 17, and he was
Oh yeah,
paralyzed
so
from
give me a
another
second. I'm going
shooting.
to come out of
And
here.
then he, lived and was a young father.
I don't think this is. Yeah, this is not. That is not the. That is not the clip that I was trying to show. So give me a second. I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out on the fly. So give me 1 second. I don't know why I had it actual queued up. Here it is right here. And it was a clip of him. Let me turn this, mute this. All right, I got so many goddamn windows open. Sorry about that, you guys. I mean, it's just this looks like the same clip, but this is. Here, let me fast forward it. No, that is not the one. So sorry about that. Bear with me, you guys. I'll have to go back to my 44 Shot Street Media TV. Yeah, 44. All right, so I'm just trying to find the exact clip that I was watching. I don't know why it's not popping up all of a sudden, but yeah, so yeah, while I'm just trying to find this clip to show you guys, we'll just you guys chime in. You tell me what you think about these mass shootings and these mass killings that's been going on in Chicago. So hold on, let me get back to my main screen. Sorry about that. So the chat is open. I see I have a few people that's been jumping in and jumping out. I'm just trying to find the exact thing that I was watching that I was trying to share with you guys, and all of a sudden I can't find it. So I'm going to try to get it in my feed so I can play because I know I had it linked up. So give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, Street Media TV. That's what it is. So here, so I'm gonna have to let me get back to my main page, to YouTube's thing. So bear with me for 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find this. And it's not that. Here, let me go to my history. Here, let me see. It may be this. Oh, it's definitely not that. Okay, I see it. Everybody done jumped out. So I'm trying to find this freaking video that I had. That's crazy that it's not popping into my feed, but everything else is. You know what? What's what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go and subscribe to his page. That's crazy because now I'm not able to even find the actual here. I sent Dave the link. For those who's bearing with me, yeah, to see this is crazy. It's street media TV. So let me type that in. You know, and it's a few street media TV, so I gotta find the right one. See, what's so crazy? It's not even coming through my feed. All right. Sorry about that, guys. You know, we still going to be discussing this topic. I just wanted to show this actual clip and feed to you guys, but apparently somebody don't want me to show this because it's not coming up through my history. So I'm trying to see if it's going to pop up. So no, that's not it. See, and every time that I hit that, it's not coming back to what I was actually watching. Okay, I think may have found it. Okay, you know what? Yeah, this is it. So now I gotta figure out how to unmute this. Okay, so this right here, and I'm just gonna try to and fair use. I'm using this for educational and entertainment purposes to show the people the effects of gun violence that's been going on throughout the country. So hold on, let me mute this again until I'm able to get to the actual. This is crazy because I don't remember this starting off like this. You know, this looks like this is something totally different. That's crazy because I know I was just, yeah, that's not even it. That's something about, okay, here it is. So let me start it from the beginning. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. So I just want to show this is street media TV. This is some of the things that some of the videos that he's going to be showing with a lot of the violence that's been going on since the beginning of the 4th of July. So I just want to say fair use. I'm using this for entertainment and educational purpose. So I want you guys to see this. So I'm getting ready to share my screen. So bear with me. I apologize for the longer wait, but still trying to figure out how to. Hold on, I got to go back to my screen. Okay, there we go. So let me unmute this first and not make the same mistake that I made. So here, I'm gonna start playing.